Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I'm going to do a reading on Facebook, and I'm using these 78 stories from Japan because it's all about computers and whatnot. I don't need that one in there. I'm terrible for leaving the instructions in. Because I believe that Facebook was the beginning of AI. Now, you think about it. So you want to start this AI. We have to remember Facebook's almost 20 years old. But everybody's had their pictures picked up from the drugstore in a packet. Everyday pictures, right? Sure, there's a big thing of all the big artists and whatnot. But what about everyday pictures of everyday people doing everyday things? Parks, schools, your kitchen, for example. And then, of course, what about everyday conversation? Right? So you think about it. I've always thought that Facebook was CIA. Right from the beginning, my spidey sense told me this is CIA. And everybody was so excited to meet friends and upload pictures. And then you could upload videos and then posting. Remember, at first, you'd only have 160 characters. Why that number? Why that number? And of course, when you posted, you were describing what the picture was, or you were posting something, oh, I ate supper in the kitchen tonight, right? You're posting everyday things with your friends. You're posting what you did on holidays. You were posting what you did at work. You were posting what you did at a party. You're posting everyday things that human beings were doing, and in all languages around the world. So we trained AI. We trained AI through Facebook, through Instagram, through Twitter. We trained AI how human beings communicate. So then you even think messaging, right? What's that old saying? If the product is free, then you're the product. So then messaging, we were training AI. This is how human beings message and communicate to each other. And you think, all I do is give an emoji. When there's a billion people using it, who cares what you do? Takes the average. So they were listening while you were training AI using Facebook. You were training AI images with all the images that you put up. Why do you think you cannot delete your Facebook? Remember, for many, all you could do is deactivate it. They kept all your data. Now, I haven't been on Facebook in years, so I don't know if you can delete it now or not. I call it feces book because, number one, a lot of things that people post there, they're full of it, and it stinks. Also, have you noticed they like to direct the narrative? And everybody's, oh, it's to keep you safe. No, it's to train AI. They don't want AI to be confused, or they don't want AI to say something off. Like when you post a meme, AI can read the words on that meme, even if you have nothing underneath it. So when you're posting mean words or mean memes, Facebook will take that down because it doesn't want AI to learn that. So AI, everybody complains about AI, but honey, if you've been on Facebook, you trained it. You trained it. You trained it by uploading your stories, by your messages, by your posts. You trained AI images by all the everyday images that people posted up there. Remember all those lunch pictures? Yeah, they don't use your picture per se, but they combine the 100 million lunch pictures they have. Why do you think they call it chat? Do you not remember messaging, or under a post you got to put your little comments under there? You could heart it, you could like it. Did you notice when you first got Facebook, and I haven't been on Facebook in years, that the thumbs up, you could only like things. They didn't want to confuse the AI. So, and then you were training AI what you like, what people like to see. Let's ask the cards, how close am I? Was Facebook nothing more than an AI training ground? Was Facebook nothing more than an AI? And now we can include X, and because are we training Grok on X? On Instagram. Instagram is Facebook. WhatsApp. Look at all the messages on WhatsApp. Training AI, how human beings talk to each other. All right, shall we begin? Six of Wands in reverse. Well, that's ego. That's ego. And if you look at it this way, it's like, yes, we got them. So Six of Wands in reverse is things didn't quite go your way. Almost a failed experiment in some regards. 10 of Wands, big burdens. Also, 10 of Wands can be things of our own making. It can be a mini tower moment of consequences of choices that we've made, and now we have a big burden to carry. So you look at, you think about that, the 10 of Wands there, look at the burden of all the information that they have to put together. 3 of Cups in reverse. Page of Coins in reverse. Yeah, there's actually, look at that. He's wearing a blue, like Facebook, selling you snake oil. It's just selling you connection and community and groups, and look at all these fun things. You hook up with your old boyfriend from high school or college or whatever. And it was all snake oil. They had a ulterior motive. They're trying to sell you something that wasn't true. This 3 of Cups, there's actually something called the Facebook divorce. 3 of Coins in reverse. All right. You know what? I'm going to backpedal that. I think that some of it was CIA and FBI watching people. But at the end of the day, I don't think Zuckerberg was working with anybody. And actually those twins that he bought off, and I'm thinking here, if this 3 of Cups was upright and 3 of Coins upright, is like, yeah, 3-letter alphabet, right? CIA, FBI, whatever. I don't think he was really working with them. I think, though, he did have an idea of what to do with all this information. His ultimate was to get the AI going. 4 of Swords in reverse. But that's what he's been quiet about. Queen of Cups in reverse. And Justice in reverse. Yeah, he was called in, right, for privacy rights. Look at that. The Justice is pointing towards the Queen of Cups and the 4 of Swords. I think this is people not being able to delete their information. He was pulled in front of, is it Congress in the United States? Or I don't know who, please ignore my ignorance. I just remember they were questioning him, and it was about data privacy, data breaches, what he does with the information, and so on, because some people were getting really upset about it. And they were also very unwilling to let you know what they were doing with your data and your privacy. The Devil in reverse. Once you've uploaded stuff to Facebook, it's Facebook's forever. Even if they say delete, too late. It's in the machine. 9 of Coins in reverse. Interesting. I'm going to say not as successful as he thought he would be. Or maybe he's not finished. Interesting, this 9 of Coins is a male. Usually 9 of Coins is a female. And it's somebody who's been, done very well for themselves. Um, and it's in reverse. I wonder if he thought that he would get more money for that information. Like, you think, how did in the hell did he get these multi tens of billions of dollars just from ads? Was he selling that information? And maybe with the devil here and the justice card in reverse, he got caught selling that information. So he never was as successful as he thought he would be with it. Four of Wands in reverse. I can't see us ever losing Facebook, but who knows? Look at Kodak, right? Kodak, they went bankrupt, like and Facebook, like I said, is coming up to 20 years. Almost, is someone going to go to prison? Four of Wands in reverse. I wonder if people are going to start to leave Facebook en masse. I wonder if something else is coming along. It's so funny. I think I predicted this year. I think it was for this year. I can't remember if it was for last year or this year. There's going to be some technology that actually changes the way we communicate, but only a few people will have it this year. It's going to be something like a cell phone, right? When cell phones first came out, only a very, very few people had them, and now everybody has one. Or when email first came out, it just was a handful of people who used it, and then more and more and more. And this year, something is going to be invented that we'll look back and go, oh, that was the year it was invented. But now everybody has it. And I think it's going to be the end of Facebook. I honestly do. The Fool in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. There's going to be some kind of end to Facebook. And I think it's going to be there's going to be some big kind of big lawsuit. Zuckerberg is going to lose a lot of money. Who knows? Maybe he invests in some kind of Bitcoin and loses it all. Five of Cups in reverse. Ace of Swords upright. Look at this. I got this job. Maybe AI is going to finish the big Google, Facebook, all of those. The World in reverse. So, and the Emperor in reverse, not successful. Dictator, Eight of Coins in reverse, more loss of money. Ace of Swords upright. I wonder if, I just had this funny feeling that Mark Zuckerberg had to get a job. Something is going to happen to Facebook. It is definitely, here comes the sword of justice. Ace of Swords, Ace of Words. Is somebody going to discover, going to sue? There's definitely a huge amount of money lost here. Eight of Coins in reverse, Nine of Coins in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the World in reverse. It's like a big collapse. There's some kind of big collapse of money. Like, and he does something very foolish. I just was watching, or I read an article where somebody had AI do their systems or something. Again, I don't quite understand. I think it was an agency or something, and they told AI, if X happens, then we do Y, and it had something to do with their whole company database of all the sales and everything, and AI erased it. And I wonder if there's something like that's going to happen. Let's see. The Magician in reverse. Maybe some kind of hack. Look at that, almost looks like Meta. Hey, the Meta symbol, and it's in reverse. And Magician, Meta. The Lovers, or they get bought out. Perhaps they get bought out. The Hermit and Temperance. Seven of Swords. I think something is going to happen. I honestly think something's going to happen to Facebook, that either they lose a lot of money, or they're bought out, or they're shut down. When is this going to happen? I don't know. But I think the end is nigh for Facebook. Something's going to have to change. I think either they get bought out. Here's the Lovers. Here's the Temperance, right? I think something happens that they go on for a fire sale and perhaps they get bought out or, you know what? Here's the Gemini. I wonder if Trump does something to close them down for whatever reason, or they have to comply with something, right? Just like TikTok or, oh, isn't it Facebook once is the one who's behind TikTok getting shut down? I wonder if China's going to come in and buy Facebook. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Ooh, and here, look at that. The cat gets away with the fish. It's going to be, I think I'm almost getting a feeling like there's some kind of fire sale that Facebook is starting to wobble, and I don't know. Does Mark gamble a bunch of money on Bitcoin? Has he had enough and he wants to sell out and he sells to China? And then people leave en masse because they don't want their information going to China, but too late, they've got it. Something happens here. Somebody runs away, and I'm getting the cat ran away with the spoon. Hey diddle diddle, hey diddle diddle. The cow jumped over the moon. Hey diddle diddle, and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. How isn't that funny? I can't remember that. And the cat ran away with the spoon. That's what I'm getting right here. So the moon is veiled. So there might even be something going on right now about Facebook. Maybe that's perhaps why I've been called. This reading has been bugging me for about 3 or 4 days now. It's like, do the Facebook reading, do the Facebook reading, do the Facebook reading. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little boy said, what is the cow jumped over the moon. The little boy said, see such a sight. And the cat ran away with the spoon. Anyways, I'm sure everyone's down there typing it out for me, but I'll find it and I'll go have a look. Thank you so much for watching. YouTube's going to show you a video you possibly haven't seen. Why don't you click on that, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.